Hi friends, today we are going to discuss or to derive an equation which was related to the melting point of a solid substance and the boiling point of a liquid substance which was related to a pressure. How variation of melting point and boiling point takes place according to the variation of pressure, which was given by an equation called as Clausius-Clapeyron equation. So, the Clapeyron in 1834 and Clausius in 1850 derived an important equation which was on the variation of melting point of solid and boiling point of liquid with pressure as well on the specific heat of saturated vapor. They both derived same equation in the year 1834 and in the year 1850 by Clapeyron and Clausius respectively, which was known to be a Clausius-Clapeyron equation. The Rudolf Clausius is a mathematician and physicist who discovered the second law of thermodynamics and introduced the concept of entropy. Benoit Paul Emile Clapeyron is an engineer and physicist who expanded his work or research on Carnot's work or Carnot's engine. Consider two isothermals A, B, C, D and E, F, G, H at constant temperatures T and T plus dt respectively. So first consider an isothermal ABCD at constant temperature T and another isothermal EFGH at constant temperature T plus dt respectively. First of all, we have to know about an isothermal ABCD. Initially, the substance is in the vapor state along AB and along BC, the vapor is in the saturated condition, which means vapor is starts to liquefy gradually, and it gradually liquefies itself. At the point C, the vapor is in the liquid, which means the vapor is completely transferred its states to liquid from the vapor. So during CD, the substance remains in the liquid state. It is to be noted that while the vapor gets liquefied along BC, the pressure P and temperature T remains constant. During the process BC, vapor condenses into its liquid state and rejects its latent heat. On the other hand, along CB, liquid is converted into a vapor. It absorbs latent heat. So the temperature T is the boiling point of liquid at pressure. Here you can observe the graph that which was plotted against pressure and volume. So first consider an isothermal ABCD. Along AB, the substance is in a vapor state, which was initial stage. Along BC, the vapor starts liquefying. At point C, the vapor completely liquefies itself. Along CD, it is in the liquid state. So in this process, along BC, the vapor is condensing itself and it's condensed to a liquid state at temperature T, and it rejects a latent heat L. And in the reverse direction, which means along CB, the liquid is converting into vapor and it absorbs latent heat. At that time, the temperature T and pressure P remains constant. Now consider another isothermal EFGH, which is a slightly higher temperature T plus dt. So now consider another isothermal EFGH, which was slightly increased by its temperature or pressure, which means when the pressure increases, gradually temperature increases. So we have to increase the pressure, which means that the temperature is also increases, which is at a constant. As before, we have studied in the first isothermal ABCD. Similar way, in the isothermal EFGH, the substance is in vapor state along EF. Here you can observe the graph. Along EF, the substance is in a vapor state and it is in saturated vapor condition along FG. Along GH, it is in a liquid condition. So, along FG, the vapor starts liquefied at temperature T plus dt and at constant pressure P plus dP, which was similar process related to an isothermal ABCD. So, during this process, the vapor rejects its latent heat L plus DL because in first isothermal, we consider latent heat as L, and in second isothermal, when pressure and temperature increases with small amount, the latent heat also increases in a small amount. That is, DL is a small amount of increasing in its latent heat. So, the boiling point of the liquid is T plus dt at pressure P plus dP. So, due to increase in the pressure dP, the temperature also increases, which was by dt, which means the small amount of pressure increases, and due to increase in small amount of pressure, small amount of temperature also increases, where pressure and temperature are directly proportional. Now, so from F and G, by the graph, you can see that we have to draw two adiabatics, F, G and I, J. G, F and I, J are the lines which shows us adiabatic condition. So here you can observe a cycle called GFIJG, which was a reversible Carnot cycle. And we have to assume that we have taken a unit mass throughout the cycle. Along GF, at temperature T plus dt, the amount of heat absorbed is given by Q1 is equals to L plus DL, and along Ij, at temperature T, the amount of heat rejected is given by Q2 is equals to L. Q2 is equals to L, where the heat is similar to a latent heat. So, this is the explanation of graph. Once again, along AB, consider first isothermal ABCD. Along AB, the substance remains in vapor state. Along BC, it is in a saturated condition. At point C, the vapor completely comes to its liquid state. Along CD, it remains in a liquid state. Similar way, EFGH is another isothermal. Along EF, the substance remains in a vapor state. Along FG, it is in saturated condition. Along GH, it is in a liquid state. But both are carried in different temperatures. The first isothermal ABCD at temperature T, EFGH is at T plus dt, where small amount of change in pressure increases small amount of temperature. So, now draw the two adiabatics GF and IJ, which means and GFIJ, where G meets J, F meets GFI respectively. And consider a cycle GFIJG is an reversible Carnot cycle and assume a unit mass is taken throughout the cycle. So along GF at temperature T plus dt, the amount of heat absorbed is given by L plus dL, where L is latent heat, dL is a small amount of change in its latent heat. And along Ij at temperature T, amount of heat rejected is given by Q2 is equals to L. Now, according to reversible heat engine, we know that Q1 by T1 is equals to Q2 by T2, or Q1 by Q2 is equals to T1 by T2. By subtracting -1 on both sides, we get Q1 minus Q2 by 2 is equals to T1 minus T2 by T2. On further substitution, which means Q1 is equals to L plus dL, Q2 is equals to L. Substitute in above equation, we get L plus dL minus L whole divided by L is equals to T plus dt minus T whole divided by T, which gives us dL by L is equals to dt by T, where plus L minus L get cancelled, plus T and minus T get cancelled. So that dL by L is equals to dt by T, considered as equation 1. The amount of heat converted into work is given by Q1 minus Q2 is equals to L plus dL minus L. We know that Q1 is equals to L plus dL and Q2 is equals to L. The amount of heat converted into work is given by Q1 minus Q2 is equals to L plus dL minus L. We know that Q1 is equals to L plus dL and Q2 is equals to L. By cancelling of plus L and minus L, we get dL is an amount of heat which was converted into a work. We know that on PV diagram, the work done is by an cycle which is reversible Carnot cycle is by an area GFIJ, which is nothing but we have to multiply two adiabatics G, F and Ij. So we know that Fi is nothing but change in pressure and Gf is change in volume. So here you can observe in the graph that Gf represents change in its volume and Fi represents change in its pressure, that is Fi represents change in its pressure, that is dP. Gf represents change in volume, that is V2 minus V1. So that on PV diagram, the work done is also obtained by the area GFIJ is equals to Fi into Gf. By substituting the value of Fi and Gh, that is Fi is equals to change in pressure, that is dP, and the value of Gf is equals to change in volume, that is V2 minus V1. So we have to substitute equation 3rd in equation 1, that is Q dQ by dt is equals to dt by T, which means dL by L is equals to dt by T. We know that dL is equals to dP into V2 minus V1. By substituting this value, we get dP by dt is equals to L by T into V2 minus V1, which is known to be a Clausius-Clapeyron equation, where dP by dt is change in pressure with respect to temperature, where T is temperature, V1 and V2 are the volume of vapor and liquid respectively, L is latent heat. Thank you.